Bryce Doeschot back with you in Nashville, Tennessee at the 2026 Cattle Industry Convention, and we're visiting now with the Executive Director of the Nebraska Beef Council, Ann Marie Bosshamer. Great to see you, Ann Marie.
Nice to see you too, Bryce.
All right, it's a bit of a celebration this year. We've got great beef demand, cattle prices are high, folks are happy around here. Before we talk about the success of the Beef Checkoff to bring us to this point, remind me the role of the beef councils all across the country gathering here.
Sure. Well, we as qualified state beef councils are the entities in every state. There's 43 of us, and our main role is to administer and collect the checkoff in our states. And so in Nebraska, we work, obviously with packers and sale barns because through the law, they do have to collect the checkoff for us. We also work with the brand committee in Nebraska to collect, as well as working on private treaty. But our main goal and our mission statement is to strengthen beef demand in the global marketplace.
You have a board of directors. All 9 of them are here in Nashville. They serve on committees. What's some of the committee work that happens?
So this morning, what happened was all of the different committees in either promotion, consumer information, industry information, international marketing, and research met. So all of our board members serve along with Cattlemen's Beef board members. So all checkoff producers that serve on those committees listen to all the contractors from those different areas. So I personally serve as an ex officio on the International Marketing Committee, and we listen to the U.S. Meat Export Federation talk about all of their programs. That's what happens, and they're kind of an update that happens at this meeting versus in July. We will get a deeper dive into the authorization requests that they want to bring forth to the operating committee in September for checkoff funding.
Okay, yeah, and one of the things that I have learned myself over the years, and I think is an important distinction as we share this content back with our listeners. This is an annual gathering of several groups, including the Beef Checkoff, NCBA, Cattle Women. So yeah, a lot of work that gets done here as part of the Cattle Industry Convention. Let's talk about beef. Beef is back in. It's the big craze right now. Protein is, and a lot of consumers will say that beef is their number one protein source. You've heard a lot of presentations. What's the vibe you continue to hear?
Well, protein, if you go to the grocery store, you see it everywhere, that everything seems to be fortified with protein, from Pop-Tarts to Cheerios, it doesn't matter. But we know, and consumers truly know, 25% of consumers do look at beef as the number one protein source. And so anytime with any kind of a vitamin or nutrient, when you are able to get it in its whole form, it's just going to be absorbed into your body a lot more readily. But because protein is such a big deal, and of course now with the dietary guidelines that have come out and beef is at the top, which we're really excited about, it just gives us continued opportunity to share the benefits of beef as a high quality protein in someone's diet. And through value and convenience and versatility, consumers do love eating beef. And so we're thrilled about always being able to market that product to them so that it fits their lifestyle and their budget.
I sat in on a presentation yesterday. I understand you did as well. It was talking about it was the studies of consumer behavior. Why do they buy beef over another protein? What are some of the short answers to that question? Even amid high prices right now, everybody's talking about the price of items, including beef. Why do consumers choose it?
Well, one, taste. Taste is always number one. And Bryce, you know this, I've been doing this job nearly 3 decades now, and taste has always been number one. They love the taste of it. Price is, still up there as a concern, but it's also about nutrition and health. Consumers are very involved, no matter what age demographic. They're really involved and intense about the foods they're eating and the healthfulness of them. And so we are really excited that beef does have such a great nutritional profile, and we've done so much research over the years. We've built this body of science that is so credible, and consumers are looking to beef as being that nutritional value that of course tastes great. Yeah.
Let's spend a moment talking about international markets, because that is always an important aspect of what the Beef Checkoff does, marketing beef to all folks who are interested in it. And you shared a great success story with me about a product that was actually some of the concept was developed in Nebraska. What's that about?
So every summer, the U.S. Meat Export Federation brings a group of buyers and meat scientists, a nice variety, to Nebraska, to the university, and they host their meeting over in the Animal Science Building. And 2 summers ago, I was able to be there, and these groups work with Dr. Sullivan, Dr. Wicks, and that meat science group, and they will develop new products. Well, there's a lot of countries where they are iron deficient, and Peru is one of those examples. So that group developed a beef liver hamburger patty. And so it was a combination of beef and beef liver, and it has now actually become a product in Peru that is being marketed in over 120 stores. It's called Nutriliver, and of course they're focusing on the nutritional benefits of liver as it relates to iron. But it's amazing to think that that product that they came up with in our own Animal Science Building is now being marketed all across that country, and it's fun to see those kinds of results.
Yeah, what a neat success story. And you did tell me you tried the Nutriliver.
I did.
You could at least say that you did. So
I did,
tastes
and
like liver.
It tasted like liver, but it was good. And I think that's the other thing we just don't seem to always remember is these other countries, they love the variety meats. They love the offal. Yesterday I saw a beautiful picture on the screen for a presentation, and USMEF said, and those are intestines on the grill. We don't think about that, but those countries are so important for us to value that carcass.
Good point. All right, what else you want to share with us?
Well, it's a busy time because February is Heart Month, and so Mitch Rippey, our Director of Nutrition and Education, I believe he has 29 cardiac rehab facilities that have asked him to come in and do beef presentations to their patients. And I think that is such a testament, because 40 years ago when the checkoff started, we had the Surgeon General and all these doctors saying, don't eat beef, it's bad for your heart, high cholesterol. And now we are being asked to come in and present to those heart patients. And so he's very busy doing that. We've got our passport program we're working on, and I'll tag just real quick that this is the 25th year since the Flatiron steak was researched and developed in Nebraska and Florida through the Checkoff. So we've got some fun stuff coming up in October to celebrate the Flatiron.
All right, we'll look for that celebration. Ann Marie Bosshamer, Executive Director of the Nebraska Beef Council, joins us here at the 2026 Cattle Industry Convention.